Alrighty, back at it once again with the Mania Squid Game special round. We're back once again after a very short break with our next match of this block of matches. It's going to be Lott going against KimMui. As always, my name is Sparky, and I am joined once again in the commentary booth with none other than Rhymes with Mash. Mash, how are you doing?
I'm great as always. It's good to be back after 9 minutes.
9 minutes, yep. And looks like the players are ready. Love to see players ready early. And we're already into the rolls. Lott winning 42-31.
Yeah, again, we're seeing Team Red is the challenger. So Lott is challenging KimMui. So it might be that they are coming into this more confident. That's what I would expect, at least.
Yeah, I would imagine it's very nerve-wracking being the person chosen for this match, especially when it's somebody like Lott, who is one of the, I believe, top 10 seeds in this tournament. Got chosen by the wheel and wasted almost zero time singling out KimMui as their opponent. So we saw in our earlier match something a little bit close in the seedings. This one definitely a bit more of a discrepancy between the two players.
Yeah, Lott is certainly a strong player, and they're going to be protecting Enigma, long note 2, and KimMui is protecting Rice 4, Silly Willy Nilly.
That is a very silly title. And looks like Lott going to be instantly banning Speed'em. Unsurprising, one of the longer maps in this pool, and very, very demanding in terms of stamina. Probably something very easy for them, but probably wants to keep this short and sweet.
So double Rice bans, leaving all of the long notes open. I can only imagine this will favor Lott, I think.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting. I think we're actually waiting on KimMui's ban. So,
excuse me.
Silly Willy Nilly was the protect.
You're right. This makes more sense.
Yeah.
Banning press start is probably a good choice. And we're going into Lott picking first. With Hybrid 2.
Alrighty, so back-to-back Hybrid 2. We ended the last match with it. We're going to start this one with it, so get a double dose of it in this block. Very nice.
I'm a little bit surprised they didn't go straight for their protect like our previous two players did. But hey, why not?
Why not? Exactly. I feel like this one's more just like, okay, this is one of the shorter maps in this pool. Let's just gauge how the opponent's feeling.
That's true.
Yeah, it looks like both players are ready. The MP Star command comes out. Without further ado, let's get into this next match in this special game. Going to be Lott against KimMui. Good luck to both players.
Yeah, this will definitely determine the tone for the rest of the match. And something tells me Lott will do very well on this map.
Yeah, I think something like this is more like a warm-up to them. They're very, very well known for their LN prowess. So getting into a hybrid like this where it's more LN focused, it's really just their bread and butter, and just adding some sprinklings of rice here and there just to keep it interesting. And we can already see right from this introduction, despite KimMui holding on to the FC as well, the accuracy discrepancy starting to rear its ugly head. This one's going to be a lot closer between the two players, 99.9 to the 99.6.
Yeah, not to discredit KimMui though, a 99.6 holding on is really strong, not giving Lott much room to be careless. They're dropping down to 99.84 here, only 0.3 ahead. That's really what KimMui has to do here. They've got to hold on and just be breathing down Lott's neck the entire time, and I think that was a real miss from them. We had a couple of client misses there.
Yeah, the simultaneous client miss with KimMui following it up with an organic miss. Gonna need to climb back up, but Lott finding a break here, giving it just a second to see if it isn't just another bit of a lag spike, but I don't see the combo recovering yet. And so far, both FCs off the board now. KimMui, with the benefit of being over that 400 combo cap, going to be able to make a dent in this lead. It's just by sheer virtue that Lott has that 0.4% advantage that they stay ahead for right now. Oh, and on the transition, KimMui finding another drop.
I was just about to say, with a third of the map left, if Lott were to miss, that could have done wonders for KimMui, but with that miss, it's not looking too great.
Yeah, the window of opportunity was opened just ever so slightly, but quickly slammed shut, and once again, locked up as KimMui finds another slider break here, dropping down into that low to 99% range. Lott, despite finding that break, still above that 99.7 mark. Not going to get the 990, but going to be pretty damn close as we get into this last section of the chart.
Yeah, we're going to see some really good scores from both sides here, but Lott really putting on a great performance here. 99.73. 986k as well.
Oh, and it was a slider break only. So unfortunate for them losing it to the slider break, but it does happen. A very good result from them nonetheless. And KimMui not too far behind. A couple of extra numbers in that lower column, but definitely kept Lott on their toes for a large portion of that chart. Maybe closer than Lott was expecting.
Yeah. Maybe on a Rice pick, KimMui can maybe actually have a pretty decent shot at taking a point here, and they are going to go for Rice 4. Their protect.
Yeah. So literally their protect, literally 1984, as we get into KimMui's best opportunity to try and strike at Lott, but Lott is no slouch when it comes to Rice charts, so maybe a bit of an uphill climb, but a climb that KimMui must take nonetheless.
Very noisy song.
Yeah, it is very dysfunctional, very technical. Going to be interesting to see how KimMui performs. I think Lott has the slight advantage here, but I love metadata. I love the client. Tried loading into Rice 2 by force. Oh, okay. So that was actually the client breaking for Lott.
Oh, yeah.
I think they actually did load into Rice 2.
Bizarre.
Thanks,
Osu.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
I've seen this client break in very spectacular ways, but I've never seen it actually load into the wrong map for somebody.
Awesome game. But here we go for real. We should be good to go now.
Now, should you say that last moment was pretty silly?
You could say that it was pretty silly willy.
But not nilly. Not quite nilly just yet.
Yeah, here we go. Things look right now. %100% from both players. Lott holding on to the V2SS a little bit longer. There we go. After about 55 notes.
Yeah, both players passing the Turing test of proving that they're human when they're playing this game, dropping below that 100% mark, but Lott pulling out the ever so slight, actually, as I say, picking up a couple 200s on the transition into that last burst, dropping down to meet KimMui, who was down into that 99.6 range. Now both of them needing to climb back up into the 99.7s to try and eke out some semblance of an advantage as we make our way into the second quarter of the chart. Both players comfortably over that 400 combo cap now.
Wow, Lott gained a small accuracy advantage for a second there, but actually dropped down, and now the accuracy is in favor of KimMui. The score bar has been flickering for the entirety of the map so far.
Yeah, these two not giving each other an inch to work with. It was pretty close on that hybrid chart. Now, a massive drop from KimMui on the transition, continuing through this section into the back half of the chart, and that's going to give Lott the buffer that they were trying to work towards. That being said, did take a little bit of damage towards the end of that section, so still only about 0.1% between the two players. Lott not out of the woods just yet.
Yeah, Lott is not immune to missing so far, and KimMui has recovered, almost matching Lott's accuracy through that miss. All it will take is one slip up by Lott, and KimMui could potentially take the lead back.
Yeah, so slender margin is just by sheer virtue that Lott was able to get all that free time in that above that 400 combo cap as KimMui tried to recover. Now they're there, matching the accuracy.
Oh, but another miss.
Drop.
Oh,
unable to hold. I think that's a client miss from Lott. We're gonna see if the combo recovers. There it is. So another one to boot for KimMui. I think that was real. As we make our way into the last sliver of chart, it was looking pretty dicey there for Lott, but able to successfully fend off KimMui on their protect to take the breakpoint to make it 2-0 now.
Yeah, through that, I think if KimMui hadn't had those two slip-ups, those were really clean misses, and
that ratio is
it
so
would have come
close.
down to ratio by 21 perfects, identical 200 count. And Lott is just missless. Wow.
That is very close. So KimMui is pushing Lott to their limit. They're not allowing them to slip up, knowing that they're right there to capitalize on any potential mistakes. Almost did it on Hybrid 2. Was doing it for large swaths of Rice 4. Maybe Hybrid 1 is the chart for them to claim one of these points.
Here we go. Into Hybrid 1. This is Moso Seizo Sanka.
Yeah, pretty famous or infamous map, depending on your opinion, from Mint, used in World Cup a couple of years ago now. It's amazing. Time really does fly.
This is it seems to be a more Rice-focused kind of technical hybrid here, kind of more in line with what we just saw with the Rice pick. So I was kind of hoping KimMui would be able to face off against Lott pretty strongly here, but they pulled up with a pretty dirty miss, dropping down to a low 99, and Lott is holding strong at the 99.8.
Yeah, Lott able to maintain their bearings. KimMui finding a pretty rough go of that introduction as we transition on into the back half of the chart. Climb back up in terms of accuracy, 99.1, about to be 99.2, but so long as Lott holds on to this FC, there's really not a lot KimMui can do from this position here. And as we continue on, things start to get a little bit more jack-oriented, a couple of bursts littered here and there, and some LNs to keep you on your toes as well. It's just a big old mishmash of different structures of patterns that you need to read through that really keep you engaged for large portions of this chart. Last quarter left to go. It's now 7/10 the difference between the two players. Lott still holding on to the FC here, buoyed onwards by the bevy of misses from KimMui here, and looks like the door is quickly closing on KimMui's tournament run here. Lott with the successful pick of an opponent, but that being said, it didn't come easy. Probably not as easy as they had hoped for, but nevertheless able to pull it through in the end, and Lott takes it by a score of 3-0, knocking KimMui out of Squid Games.
Yeah, another 3-0. with only one 200 there, making a 994,400. Very good score, and a 966 is nothing to scoff at either from KimMui. But when you're up against Lott, that just won't cut it, and so we will be eliminating KimMui from Osumania Squid Game.
Yes, congratulations to Lott once again, advancing on to next weekend. And that will do it for us and this little block of 2 matches. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back once again if we can pull the schedule up shortly at 10 UTC. We'll see if we can find anybody round to stream that match. It's going to be Cub03 going against BC1 CI9. Battle of numbers and letters between both of them. Now after that, we'll take another break. The next match will be at 15 UTC between BP Sixel and Forever 1227. And then we begin the Sunday block of matches. Too many to list there, but hopefully there's some in your time zone that you can watch. But Mash, you got anything else left to say?
I think you've covered it all. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thank you to the players for coming out. We'll see you next time.